This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another as we love ourselves. Stand up and fight. Fight with all our might. Never let no one hurt my people. Never, never, never. Listen what I'm saying. We are the first man and first woman. So don't let anyone come and tell you.
Whoa. What's going on, black man? Do anybody thinking about Palestine? Seem like everybody forget about Palestine. Huh? Everybody forget about Palestine. In the meantime, they're killing them one by one. You know what I'm talking about? And the people cannot see. Everybody get quiet and steadfast their mind on the Caribbean. And the Caribbean have nothing going on but some silliness. With all the leaders are linking up with the government of the United States. So they becomes all puppets. You know what I'm talking about? Puppet. They become puppet. Just like the place you call Africa. All the leaders are puppet and they can't do nothing to help their people. The people have no shelter. They use scrap to make their shelter. Scrap board. Scrap metal. So Africa becomes a dumping ground for the European. Used clothing, leftover food, used car, used construction material. And that's what's going on in Africa. In the meantime, the rich guys are taking out the money and invest in Europe. England, France, Rome, and nobody cannot see. Huh? The people are not seeing anything. They messed up. Because it seems like something is wrong with the mind of our people. We are not thinking anymore. We are not using our idea. We're not using our thought. So guess what? Everybody just sitting back with silliness. You know, silliness? Everybody sitting back with that. And we're in a dilemma. What you gonna do, black man? The time has come for you to wake up. We got to stop these leaders from taking out the money and investing in other countries when they're getting it from the resource. You don't need no hand-me-down anymore. You got to stop the invaders from taking out the gold, the diamond, the copper, the silver, the aluminum. We have to stop them. And who is doing it? The European. And once the Chinese stepped in and start taking a little, everybody get mad over that. All the Europeans get mad over the Chinese going into the land of Africa. and the people cannot see. What I'm saying, black men, I don't know what to say anymore. To be honest, we don't have no leaders, no place. There is no leaders, no place. Huh? There is no leaders for the black man, no place. All he's doing is talking bullshit. He's talking about wife swapping and homosexual and all them craziness, drunkenness. And those are messed up. And they lean their mind upon the preachers to help them with their doing and overstanding. And the preachers are the same like them. The preachers are corrupt. They're there to make money. Listen. Once you are there to make money, it doesn't matter how you make it, just like the president. He is there for his family to make money. They're not there for anything else. So if you get shit twisted, then you're going to get caught up. He's not there to help you. He's there to make more money. Not him by himself, but the whole family. Getting to be billionaires. And in the meantime, you're talking shit. We're just eating a little crumbs from their table. You know, like you have your dog, and your dog sit close to the table, and the crumbs they pick from the floor. That's what's going on with the black man. He's just picking. So you have a little to eat. In the meantime, the black leaders in Africa or in the Caribbean, they're taking out all gold and silver and the resource with the white man and let the people be in slum. Let the people be in slum. That's what I'm talking about. And you're going to come up with bullshit and talk craziness about God and Jesus. And look, these stories are made up by the European. I will repeat myself. The story of God and Jesus are made up by the European, the Romans, and they are European. The Greek, they are Europeans. They were in Africa, the place you call Africa. I call it El Kabilan. They take our knowledge out of there and they take it to Europe and they rewrite it their way. If you do not understand what I'm saying, listen to me again. Listen carefully. My great grandfathers, they write on the skins of elam and he-goats. I speak to a lady and she said, "What is elam?" I said, "You don't know what is elam? Look it up." Elam is a lamb from a sheep that never been mate. It's a young one. E-goat is a young baby goat that never been mate. So they call them elam and he-goat. So they will take those skins and they will write their everyday stories on those skins of the animal. And they fold them up and preserve them. You know, if you live into a village, everyday story, there's one person there will write everything down. And they kept it. If it's magical words or magical performance or invisible things that the magician do, they write it down. The European went up in there and they take all of those scrolls and they have them in the museum in England and in Rome. I don't see why you people cannot understand what I'm saying. It is there. All you have to do when you travel, you go and look at all this shit that is there that belongs to the black people. And it was not written in no English, no Greek, no Latin, no French, no Hebrew, no Italian, and that's what I'm talking about. And it were not written in vowels and consonants. It were only consonant only. Written from right to left with no division. The white man take my grandfather's knowledge and break the word down and put vowels to the consonant and write it from left to right. So you see, you lost our sense of direction because we don't know what it is anymore. Look, if I was born and they gave me a name named Johnny, and later on somebody changed my name to Willie, when you call Willie, I would not understand what you're saying because that's not my birth name. And we gave name unto everything. Everything your eyes can see, human being gave it name. There's no God in the element gave it name. The word God is a dramatic European word. So it did not use in Africa many times gone. It's a European word given to the black people by the white people. The word Jesus is another one. It's not an African word. They're not, why you can't understand? So if you base your mind on those words and think there is somebody name, you're going to be messed up. Messed up, messed up. So what I'm saying to my black people, we have to change the tide. The tide is rough right now. Or the tide is calm right now. Because black men have no understanding anymore. He's stuck in his movement. He don't know where he's going. Because he lost his sense of direction long time ago. But he come up with a thing called believe. Believe is not a proof of anything whatsoever. You can take that out of your mind. Believe is not a proof of nothing. So if you steadfast your mind and believe, you will be just wasting your time in everything you do. You must have proof of things by seeing or hearing. Simple. The white man is telling you that he went to the element and he go out into the space and he get on the moon and you believe him. And since the 60s, he have not been back to the moon. You don't have the opportunity to go to the moon of yourself, so you listen to what he said and you believe to what he said. So you take that in consideration. So when someone fool the mind of another individual and you remain in that foolishness of mind, then that's the way he will be. Because there's a lot of people is foolish. They cannot find a pathway in life. We're not talking about having money. Money is nothing. You don't need money to be happy. We're speaking about the pathway of life that you must have land on this planet for yourself. It doesn't matter if it's 10 acres or quarter acres. You must have the land so you can build your shelter and plant your grains so you can have food for your children or your family. And you can raise your four-footed beasts upon the land that you have. And the people do not have any land. 3/4 of the people. Read my lips. Read my lips. 3/4 of the people on this planet do not have any land to plant their grains or to build their shelter. The government have all the land. Imagine the government of all the land that they call public land. If you take a drive from California to Las Vegas, it's all land that belongs to the government. 350 miles of road you can left and right you can see belongs to the government. And do you know what they do with their land? The government leases it to farmers for pasture of cows and horses and donkeys. Millions of acres. And they pay maybe 10 cents an acre for that public land. I'm just speaking from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. So from Las Vegas to Oregon, just think about it, all the public land. Or from Las Vegas to Oregon, just think about it. That's a lot of land. Plus public land in Texas. If you drive from California to Texas, you will see vast acres of public land that the government occupy. We need to make a change so the government can share the land up. And who are the public land belongs to? It belongs to the people. The land belongs to the people. And the people have no power to take the land away from the government. And that's why we have so many people that is homeless, have no shelter. Did you understand what I'm saying? The people have no shelter. So by the people don't have no shelter, they can't do nothing. Huh? They have no shelter, so they can't do anything. So they live under the bridge. They go into abandoned building, they kick them out. So they live on the sidewalk. You know, that's public. The public sidewalk belongs to the public. They try to go in abandoned building. And that's the problem we're having. But I guarantee if the government starts share up the land, cut it up, give 2 acres or 3 acres, we would not have all this bullshit around. No. That shit will be over with long time. Because you will have your own land that you occupy. And in Africa is the same thing. They got, look, Africa got thousands and thousands and thousands of acres that the government called public land. And some people don't have, so they go to the city. And some people have 100 acres, 50 acres, and they do what they want a little, but they're not doing abundantly. They just build a little shelter and raise a little cattle for themselves. Chicken, goats, and pigs. But not enough vast or mass production way. But guess what? It's okay. But in the United States, the government needs to change their ways and share the land with the people. You know, the Indians don't have any problem with the land. You know that part, right? They have the problem with the government a little, but you don't see the Indian walking around sleeping on the sidewalk. You don't see the Indian sleeping underneath the bridge. I'm talking the native, unless they have a problem. Unless they have a problem. So the most of the people that you see under the bridge, 3/4 of them is black people. You find 1 and 2 raggedy white people there, and 1 and 2 Spanish. But 3/4 is black. If you disbelieve what I'm saying, you go there and look. Because some people is afraid to go there and see what these people are doing. They just be there smoking, drinking, talking to themselves, trying to make up a little fire, trying to be naked. They're doing all type of crazy stuff. Because they have no shelter. But a lot of people are not thinking that there's a problem with these people. They got a problem that people cannot correct, or the government or the doctor cannot correct them. They cannot follow rules and regulation. They break every rules. So that's why most times you see them under the bridge. They got a problem. If you don't got a problem, you're not going to be underneath that bridge. If you don't have a problem, you're not going to be on the sidewalk sleeping. Come on now. What do you think? They have a problem, and that's why they're underneath the bridge. It could be a drug problem. It could be a mental problem. It could be an alcohol problem. But they have a problem. And the preachers are not going there. Only one preacher I know. He got 2 churches. That's the only one I know that go to those places and pick up those ladies and those gentlemen. And you know why? He picked them up and he take them to the county building and he take them to the hospital and he get a compensation. And what he do, he rent property out to those people. And he get their check. So he's in it for the money. And once you're in things for money, that's the only way it's going to be. Because you're just there for money. But when you're not just there for money, it's a whole different ball game. It's a different way. Because you're not seeking after the money. You're seeking after the goodie that the body feel. So when the body feel good, you do good unto others. And that's what I'm talking about. So the black man is just sitting back and waiting for a man from the element. Excuse me. See, I just cough in my hand. That's messed up. Look, everybody do this. Cough in their hand. We don't have handkerchief anymore. See, when I was growing up, we cough in the handkerchief. And that's how we did it in the past when I was a little boy. But nobody do that shit no more. They just cough in their hand. And the germs go in their hand, they shake your hand. Not a story. So what I'm saying, we got to wake up, black man.
This is a message to my black men and
Too
black
much
women.
mess is taking place.
Never
And
let
too much
any
dudes around the
other
place.
race try
I'm
to
just talking
hurt
for
your
myself.
people.
Look, I just
Never.
talk whatever come I just speak.
So we must start
I'm not
love
trying
one
to
another
go through any
as
old
we love
past stories
ourselves.
and tell you.
Stand up and
I'm telling you the
fight.
real Mackay.
Fight
So we
with
got to
our
wake up
might. Never let no
and try to stop the killing of the
hurt my
Palestinians.
people.
And
Never,
nobody's not talking about the Palestinians anymore.
Listen what
You know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
We
Nobody
are the
talking
first
about the
man.
Palestinians. So
And
the
first
occupier
woman.
can kill them one by one
So
every day.
don't let anyone
Every
down.
day, one by one.
Tell
Boom!
you
And everybody kept silent.
who you are.
Everybody kept silent. As I said, peace.
You are the
You gotta wake
first
up, black man. Respect, respect, respect.